Well, we've got Maz De Roxas on the line with us here today. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having me here. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. It's great to have you on the show. Now, first of all, what does your business actually do?
Right. So my business, the Rojas Food Group of Companies, is a group I organized in 2016 that owns and manages different food and beverage branches in the Philippines. So basically, it is a franchising business. So we cater different kinds of products from beverages like milk tea, fraps, coffees, to food like fried rice, chips, and Asian fusion food. So
Hmm.
our mission is to deliver an authentic, feel good, and memorable food and beverage experience inside of interesting and beautifully designed spaces to as many people as possible. So currently, it has grown from small carts to inline stores and full stores found in almost every corner of the country. So, like, we have branches inside malls,
Yeah.
schools, hospitals, gas stations, amusement parks, and even tourist destinations around the country. So, yeah, that's what we do. We offer food and beverage to everyone through franchising.
Yeah, that sounds quite fun.
Right.
Are there any specific attractions that you know of where you have branches?
Oh, well, of course, one of the popular attractions in the Philippines is the
Mm.
beach. So we have branches around, islands around our country. Like what we have the most popular island in our country, Boracay. So
Mm.
yeah, we have one there too.
Ooh, fancy. So, how did you actually get interested in this kind of work?
Well, I didn't really start as an entrepreneur. I was a fashion photographer and a
Mm.
fashion filmmaker for years. So, because of my job, I was able to meet a lot of people from different walks of life. So, I've been just really lucky, to be able to cross paths with some entrepreneurs as well.
Mm.
And from that, I was able to learn from them because I have been always so curious how, the industry works, like the business industry. And yeah, I just got advice from them. And at the same time, I love traveling around. So
Mm.
whenever I go out of the country, the things I see from other countries, like most specifically their food has always piqued my interest and
Yeah.
curiosity. Though personally, I'm such a picky eater.
Mm.
But, I always just ask myself about questions like, what if I bring this kind of concept to my own country? Or things like, how would I also be able to start my business like this? So I think even before, I always had a kind of vision until now, though. So yeah, to answer your question, I believe my passion for traveling and, meeting people around me helped me to end up and be interested in this kind of industry that I am in today.
Yeah. Is it hard sometimes when you're working to have a good work life balance?
Yeah, it's hard, of course, but
Mm.
balancing your professional and personal life can really be challenging, but it's essential. And I think when we say work-life balance, it will mean different things to different people because,
Mm.
after all, we all have different life commitments. And in our, always on world, balance is a very personal thing. And, you can decide the lifestyle that suits you best. But for me personally, I am a great believer in finding a happy, healthy balance in all areas of my life. The things I do every day, like my work, my exercise, my studies, and my social life, my time for my family and friends, and other activities I generally do in my life. I need to find space to every aspect of it because I do believe, too much of anything leaves not enough room for something else, for
Yeah.
me to grow and for me to have a pause and to really appreciate life in general. And also, your overall physical, emotional, and mental health should be your main concern because, prioritizing your health first and foremost will make you a better employer
Mm.
or employee or as a person because you will miss less work. And when you're there, you'll be happier and more productive. And by prioritizing your health, I mean, it doesn't really have to consist of radical or extreme activities. It can be as simple as, daily meditation or exercise. So yeah, I believe in general, for us to really be happy, we all need variety. We need to see life from a different perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've recently moved to the UK from the Philippines. What changes have you had to make to the business and indeed your life since moving here?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, moving away from your home country and adjusting to, life in a new one can really be difficult, even when you're moving between countries that, share linguistics, like let's say, the States and the UK, especially when you're moving from an Asian country, which is for me the Philippines. Because in our country, we do speak English, but we are just so used to American English and we're so used to American culture. So, even though I know how to speak English, this doesn't mean an international move won't come with the risk of miscommunication and mishaps here and there, because I still find myself tackling certain language barriers here in the UK, but not the language barriers in the usual sense, but more to do with unfamiliar phrases and terms. Like, it's the little thing that takes some getting used to, like, the simple words like you use here, like, rubbish instead of rush, trash, trash that we always use in our country. Like, also, whenever I greet people here, like, like let's say, hi there, guys, what's up? I felt like I just said something bad because they would just stare at me, because I've learned here in the UK that I should also start, using the term like you always use here, like mate, and a greeting like, like, hi, mate, you all right? So also, first adjustment is about the terms and language you use here. Like, you call French fries chips, you call chips crisp, and you call a toilet a loo, and you drink your tea with the milk. So it's little things about British culture that really catch me off guard. And also, for instance, when buying or asking for a lemonade in a restaurant or a cafe, I don't get surprised anymore if I receive something more closely aligned with Sprite, because British lemonade is fizzy, right? And it's not still unlike traditional American lemonade, like what we have in our country. So it's just kind of funny and odd, being a first timer here in the UK. But I think one of the things that I love about the UK, though, is the number of parks that you have here. Because I like strolling around, I like biking around the park, and just have some fresh air. And that's one thing I don't think I can do back home in the Philippines, because in our country it's always hot there, it's always humid and crowded. So it may take some time for me to really fully get to grips with the quirks and perks here of living here in the UK. But so far, I'm really having fun here, and I'm enjoying my time. And I am looking forward to creating more memories and meeting more people and learning more things here in the UK.
Yes, I'm glad you're having fun here so far.
Right, thank you.
Well, where are we able to check out your business and keep up to date with you everywhere?
All right. Well, we have our website. It's mazderoxas.com. Also, I'm on Instagram. It's at mazderoxas.
Great. Well, thanks very much for joining us here today. It's been great chatting with you.
Thank you. Thank you as well.